Hello, my darlings. How are you? How are you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is well. Let me see what y'all got going on here in this here chat. Let me make sure that all my devices are turned down. Y'all know what to do. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So we are here. We're gathered here today, like we normally or whenever we are doing a reading. Let me see what's going on. Let me shout out everyone. Okay, I see Donna. Let me go from the beginning. Dimples Wimple says, hi. Hey, girl. It's Kat. hmm Diaper Poker. I don't know who Diaper Poker is, but Diaper Poker's cutting up already. Okay, Donna Mons. Miss Anonymous. Hey, girl. Sleepy Bee. Greer Jones, Journey with Korean. Hey, boo. Wait. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. But the Donna is ready. Hey, Zen Soul. Yeah, great Wednesday evening, everyone. Okay, y'all cutting up. Y'all cutting up already. Cutting up already. Hey, Isis. Sweet Aces Silhouette. Hey, girl. Hey, Eight. And Donna says, "Sorry, I dropped the gun too quick." Yeah, that's funny. Um, that's funny. So okay. So we just get it done. Donna was ready. Donna was ready to be like, "What's going on with the bussy?" And listen, Donna was ready. Let me readjust my watch band so that it does not cut off the circulation. Matter of fact, let me take this off. Oh, Jesus. Okay, now my wrist is free. Let me just adjust a little bit more. I don't like when things look off. Listen, y'all know I love you. Y'all know I love you. So, yeah, come on in. Hey, C&D's granny. Yeah, Donna was ready. Donna was ready. So, okay, remember to put a purple heart and or a purple crystal ball by your question so that I can differentiate your question from the conversations going on in the chat. Okay. Journey with Corinne says Atlanta is raggedy. Listen, we moved last year. We left Atlanta. We saw the writing on the wall. We were wondering, was it us? Was it Atlanta? No, baby, it's Atlanta. So we are glad that we got out when we did. We're glad that we got out when we did, and we are loving life in California. So we are going to get started because something is definitely going on in the Atlanta area. I don't know. It wasn't like this. And listen, I have lived in the Atlanta area for 20 years, right? Close to 20 years, 20-ish years. Yeah. I went to college there. I spent, most of my life in Atlanta. Matter of fact, I lived in Atlanta longer than I lived in Chicago because, I left Chicago at 18 to go to college and I kind of stayed in Atlanta. So listen, something is definitely going on. Yeah, so we're about to see if we can figure this out. So, first question, yes, make sure you like the video, please. Do me a favor and help me out. Like the video if you like this content, if you're here for the stream, you know. Yeah, I appreciate that so much. But yeah, so we are going to get into it. Let me scroll this banner. Let me scroll the banner. Do like this. Okay. Okay. So Donna has the first question. Donna asks, why is there so much bussy, Lord, and HIV passing in Atlanta, Georgia? That question has taken me out, but it is the first question, and we don't get to it. we're gonna get into it. So let's see what spirit got to say about any of this. Okay. Okay, Lord. Dimples Wimple said ATL is as raggedy as Sonia's non-edges and beat up pussy. Okay, okay. There will be no snacks in the corner. There will be no snacks. Where's 504? Where's 504? 504. Can we have like a little wall over here too? Because I see some of y'all gonna have to be sent away. Some of y'all gonna be on punishment. Some of y'all gonna be on punishment. Okay. Let's start getting into it. Let me bring this down so you all can see. Oh boy. Okay. It's so funny that Donna asked this question and Lord, the bussy card has showed up. I just want you all to see and understand the bussy card has shown up. Donna asked this question and the bussy card showed up. So, mm, okay. So why? Why? So this is gonna be we're about to get into the depth of it. We're about to get into the depth of it. So why? Why is there so much? Part of the reason why is because people are no longer a lot of the people who used to love Atlanta have moved away. And then the people who have stayed in Atlanta, with a lot of the people moving away from Atlanta, a lot of the Atlanta natives have moved away. And then the people who are Atlanta natives who are still there, they're not really putting up the fight. They're not really putting up the fight for their city that they should. Okay. Another reason as to why, right, is because there is money to be made. Okay. There is money to be made from catering to certain parts of society. Okay. I mean, it just is what it is. That there's money to be made. There is money to be made from certain things. Um, yeah, yeah. The city of Atlanta is not what it used to be. And there's a group of people there that just think if they don't do anything, eventually it's going to come back around to what it once was. But that's not the case. You have to fight to maintain culture, no matter where you are. But again, when a lot of the people who were natives there, when they left, okay, that it creates a vacuum. It has been filled with something else. But a lot of the reason why, answering that question, the main thing here, because these cards are in the middle, is that there is money to be made from catering to certain groups of society. There's money to be made from certain, money to be made off of um catering to certain groups of society. Okay, Pretty Frugal Diva says these transplants are wilding down there. Yeah, and listen, I was a transplant too. Again, I came to Atlanta to attend college, right? I went to college in Atlanta. I finished my degree in Atlanta, but I'm not a heathen, right? I never came down to Atlanta trying to change things. I lived there, right? I lived there. And so much of it has changed. Like I do remember Peachtree Street used to be popping, okay, with all the clubs and the Shark Bar and 112 and Peachtree used to be popping. I was there for that era. I was there for that era of Peachtree Street is popping. Okay. But yeah, a lot of the people who were there, they're gone. The people who are still remaining, they're not fighting the way that they should. And the city, the government, the structures in place in Atlanta, okay, are catering to certain parts of the population because it's profitable. Okay. Like I said, I was there for, it used to go down in the AUC. I remember that. I went to school in the AUC. It used to go down in the AUC. It used to go down, Peachtree. I remember like when Justin's opened, in Buckhead. I remember what Buckhead was, before Buckhead turned into the ghetto. Like I remember all of these things, right? The soul of Atlanta isn't there anymore. So, but that's to answer your question, Donna. The main reason is because it's profitable. And when certain things are profitable, it brings people who roll with that type of energy, right? Okay. So that was the first question. Let me go see what the next question is. See what the next question is. Yeah, Donna was ready. Donna was ready. Pretty Frugal Diva says Vegas nights five. Listen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dimples Whipple say Atlanta says not poke the diaper. Yes, please hit the like button. I appreciate it. Okay, Donna asks, what kind of spiritual ley line is Atlanta, Georgia on, if anything? And does it have anything to do with the out of control sexual energy there? That's an interesting question. Yeah, it's become yeah, if you are dating in the Atlanta area, listen, I'm not saying everybody is terrible, but if you are dating in the Atlanta area, listen, I'm so glad that I'm married. I'm so glad that I'm married and not looking. I have been off the market for 22 years. And I am happy about that because listen, they in danger. That dating market is in danger. Oh. So yeah, okay. Pretty Frugal Diva says, I'm staying single because ain't no way. Hey, Shirley Divorce Papers. Listen, it's wild down there. It's wild. Too many children. Um, Too many adults masquerading as children. No, no ley line, but the spirit of attack, of um the spirit of confusion. Atlanta is out of balance. Atlanta energetically is out of balance. Atlanta used to be known for, it's Atlanta is southern, southern hospitality. Atlanta is out of balance spiritually. The the warm fuzzies, right, of southern hospitality, right, that love, that grace, that energy that defines the South is no longer there. It's gone. It's gone. It's transformed into something else. So that love, the love there is gone. So energetically the love is gone. Energetically the love is gone, and the things that were making Atlanta are gone. And a lot of that was the people, right? Now the energy of confusion, the energy of let's make money, and the energy of, I don't want to say combatant energy, but it's a game. It's a rat race. It's a competition. So excuse me, spiritual ley line, no. But the energetics of Atlanta, it's gone. That love is gone. That love was it was so it was baked into the culture there. That's gone now. Okay. That's gone. The energy there now um is competition. Okay. It's make money and it's competition, right? But it's not make money the hard way. It's make money as quickly and as fast as you can. Does it have anything to do with the out of control sexual energy there? No. That's something completely different. So I hope I answered that question, but we're starting to peel these things back. We're starting to peel it back. So we're starting to peel it back. Let me check the chat and see what's on chat filter, all messages. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, that was a good question. That was a good question. Okay. It said it's funny, but it's not funny. Yep, they cutting up already. Uh-huh. Okay. Hey, worldwide. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, the transplants are wilding. They wilding. Okay, Dimples Wimples has the next question, and her question is ATL a portal? ATL, she asks, is ATL a portal? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's wild. Yeah. It's become, and we can see there's a difference between making money because we need money in the society versus let's do whatever we can to make money as quick and as fast as we can, because that kills anything. That kills any type of culture, right? If you are listen, Atlanta has become part of and those who have lived in Atlanta or have visited Atlanta, okay, that a restaurant will pop up and have that green grass wall and a neon sign on that green grass wall, okay, and think that they are supposed to charge $35 for two chicken wings and a waffle, okay, and then the customer service at the restaurant is shitty. If you lived in the Atlanta area, or that has become a thing, and it's just like, I'm not doing that with y'all. I will pay for quality. I will pay for good service. I will travel far and wide for food. Okay. I remember one time we drove to Chattanooga, Tennessee just for barbecue on a whim. I will pay for a good experience, for goodness, for quality, and for good service. But like I said, if you live in the Atlanta area, and then it's going to be like there are no substitutions. What if you're allergic? What if So all these different things are the experience is gone down. It's gone down, right? Listen, eh, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. But let's get to this question. I'm sick of it. Pretty Frugal Diva says I go to the mom and pop places. Yeah, and a lot of those are being, like, listen, I'm old school. I love Mr. Everything. I used to eat the Mr. Everything sandwiches when I went to school in the AUC. But baby, they trying to turn chicken wing joints into clubs and stuff like that. Like, baby, it's a chicken wing joint. It's not a club. So, but anyway, to this question, is ATL a portal? No, Atlanta is not a portal. Atlanta is not a portal. The difference is it's quick moving energy in Atlanta that wants to make money quickly. But the energy ain't moving right. Okay, just because energy is moving don't mean that it's moving right. Y'all know what it's like when someone ain't moving right, when something ain't being done right. It's not a portal. It's just the energy there is changed so quickly and it's not moving right, and it has become the land of, listen, these people are moving in. They're quickly coming in because the goal is to make money. Okay. The goal is to make money. And I kind of think it started to change when Hollywood set up in the Atlanta metropolitan area, right? I think it started to change then because people were always starstruck depending on the stars. Like when I would go home to Chicago, like my cousins would ask me, "Oh, did you see Ti?" Like I'm just walking down the street and I'm just gonna see Ti. Now I used to live um in the same area that Ti lived. If you know, you know. I used to live in that area, but no, yeah, but this is the thing. So whenever I go to Chicago, visiting home from Atlanta, people were just asking me like, "Am I just seeing celebrities and stars walking around all day?" And I'm like, "Is this what y'all think this is? Like something is wrong." So if this is what people who didn't live there were thinking, and of course I'm talking about some Black people, not all, some, people were coming down thinking this is going to be a movie star haven. Pretty Frugal Diva says, Mr. Everything still be packed. Mr. Everything was the bomb. Oh my God, that sandwich, that chicken fiddly, put some broccoli on it. Listen, it was so good. But yeah, is ATL a portal? No. It's just, it's a receptor for this fast moving energy and people who want to make money that fast. Okay. So the next question is from Donna. And Donna asks, why aren't women in Atlanta scared of that HIV rate and use condoms? Well, let's get into it. Okay. So here's the thing. And I have to kind of explain to answer the question. With Atlanta, it's not that they're not thinking about, and we're going to get a little deep with it. To answer this question, we're going to get a little deep with it because I see what it is. The issue is that women, or at least some of the women there, when they're doing this, when they are having these sexual encounters, they're not thinking about disease, because for many of these women, the sexual activity, they are confusing it with love and confusing it as something that's going to get them a family and secure a mate. Okay. And this kind of touches back into a reading I did before, one of the other readings with regard to Black women that I did before, either last year or the year before last. But a lot of times these women are moving the way that they are because deep down inside, they are still hardwired and want a family. And again, a lot of women confuse sex with love and thinking that's going to get them the family. Okay. This is they want a bountiful family. Okay. They're not thinking about um the risk. They're not thinking about the risk, right? So they're moving forward, okay? And some of them aren't, listen, I'm not talking about, and the energy of this is not even talking about women who are quote unquote having sex with their partner on the first date. I'm not even talking about that. This is reaching deeper into even those women who are waiting, a month, 2 months before they decide to have sex with the person that they're dating. This is even happening among them. Okay, so I don't want people to think that it's just like some big horror energy like among the women. Are there whores? Yes, male and female, but getting deep into it, they're not thinking about the risk. They're thinking that, okay, at this step, this is going to, having this sex is going to bring me something, okay, that I need, that I desire. And again, many women are still very much hardwired for family, for children, for stability. Okay. This is why. This is why. Right. Worldwide collaboration says mistaking love for lust as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, mistaking these things, right? Because remember, a lot of this comes from older thought processes, right? Whereas, in the ye olden days, the courting, if a man has sex with you, right? He had to marry you, right? He had to marry you. So a lot of this, this thinking is still there, it's intertwined, but they're not even thinking about risk, especially if they are the ones not doing the risky things. Okay. Some of these women are women who are in stable relationships. Okay. And it's their partner doing something and bringing something back to them. So it's not, I know a lot of times people want to think about Atlanta as one big orgy, and there are the pockets of that there. But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that here. So yeah, talk about the strip. Yep, the strip. Okay. So, oh dear. Okay, the next question is from Donna. The next question is from Donna. Donna asks, why do women from Atlanta pretend to be ignorant to the fact that their men like to tickle bussies? Donna, I mean, we gonna answer the question, but Donna is out here cutting up with the questions. Okay, she's out here cutting up. So yeah, okay. Let's listen. I don't know. Let's see what spirit got to say about it. Okay, they don't want to go down that path. They don't want to go down that path. Okay, they don't want to go down that path. And listen, that's not all women, right? It's some, but there is a large LGBTQIA plus population in the Atlanta area, right? I'm being as respectful as I can. They don't want to go down that path. They don't want to go down that path. Okay. They don't want to go down that path. And they would rather not go down that path than deal with that possibility. Yeah, it's hard to go down that path. It's hard to go down that path. It's a burden to deal with. That's a lot to deal with. That's a lot to deal with. Yeah. Yeah, they don't want to go down that path. Okay. That's the biggest part of it. They don't want to go down that path. They don't want to deal with it. Um, and I mean it's some of everybody there. It's not even, I know Donna said women, but that is a part of the culture. I mean, listen, if you are from Atlanta, when you are driving up Piedmont and you get to Piedmont and 10th Street, right, where the Flying Biscuit Cafe is, right? That's where the Rainbow Crosswalk is, up the street from Piedmont Park. So, I know I used to live in Atlanta, so there are the shops and the stores and whatnot with the rainbow flag there. So it's, and Midtown is a prominent part of Atlanta, right? It's not cheap to live in Midtown. It's expensive. So right? But a lot of them, they just don't want to deal with it. A lot of people just don't want to deal with it. Um, it's a harsh reality, right? And then part of that is it would be so much of a heavy burden that it would force them to change their actions and change what they do for themselves. Um, and then some of them feel like they don't want to have to start over, you know? It's hard. I mean, I don't know, but it's yeah. So, um, that's interesting. Okay, so the next question is from Journey with Corinne, and she asks, will Atlanta unravel like Hollywood did? And listen, I still have to do that Hollywood reading, so that will be coming soon. But the spirit of confusion takes up shop everywhere. And I'm not going to mention this person's name, but if you were around on Nyla's channel, you have heard the conversations between a certain confused person. Um, you know, I think you all know who I'm talking about. Just it's just wow. Okay, so let's get into this. Will Atlanta unravel like Hollywood did? I honestly think it's already starting to, but that's my opinion. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Ooh, ooh. Here we are with this double card. Mm-hmm. Ooh, ooh. Okay. This is deep, y'all. I didn't expect this to be I didn't expect this to be this deep. The change will come only when the change will come only when the shine is knocked off, all that's glitter about it is knocked off. Okay, because those of us who have eyes, we already see, right? There are plenty of people who don't see anything wrong with what's going on in the Atlanta area, right? The change will come only, only, only after the true depth and darkness of what's going on there is acknowledged. Okay. That will only happen when the depths of what's going on there is acknowledged. You can't change things, okay, until the issue is acknowledged, right? It's Atlanta is still touted as this great place to live. Okay, you can't find anywhere to live. The rent, it used to be the home of, get you a a decent one bedroom apartment for like $600, $700 a month. You can't even, but there's this veil over. There's this energetic veil over, and it's covered. There are so many people that are okay with the debauchery that goes on there. Okay, it's a haven for the energy of confusion, the energy of debauchery. Um, it will only unravel when it's become when we when there's a change that needs to happen. But right now, I don't see that happening. There's too much comfort in what's going on in Atlanta. People are still moving to Atlanta in droves. Um, I remember I hated going into Atlanta. I lived in the suburbs. I hated going into Atlanta because a 15-minute ride on the expressway, okay, on 75, 85, would turn into 30 minutes to an hour. It is there are still too many people that are clinging on and holding on to what it is, what it has become. The people are not fighting anymore for to take it back. There's still a very large influx of people moving there. A very large influx of people moving there. Okay. They're still okay with overall, people are still okay with what's happening there. People are not asking these questions. Okay. They're not ashamed. So until that nexus point is reached, um, it's going to be fine. So at what point will it unravel? I don't know. But right now, people are fine living in this darkness and debauchery. Okay. Hey, Kevin. There's just too much going on. And like I said, my husband and I, we were feeling it for so long, and we just thought we had to change. We thought that we had to change. We thought that we had to try doing something new. No, baby, it wasn't us. It was Atlanta. Okay. So, but they're still holding on to it. They're still holding on to it. So it's gonna be a little while. It's gonna be a while before that happens. So yeah, it's a lot of transplants. It really is. Like I said, I was one, but like I said, I wasn't out here doing nigga shit. Um, yeah, the hobosexuals, the 50-year-old bums. Yep. Okay, Donna with the next question, and she asks, "Is there spiritual work being done by the higher ups there to keep it degenerate for their goals?" No, this isn't a premiere. I because I needed people's questions for this. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get that the next astro chart ready for you all for tomorrow. Um, that astro chart reading is a lot of work. But anyway, okay. Is there spiritual work being done by the higher ups there to keep it degenerate for their goals? I'm not gonna say no. Is there spiritual work being done by higher ups to keep it degenerate? No. But there is trickster energy there in Atlanta. The trickster energy, the energy of debauchery, the energy of scam, the energy, trickster energy, okay? Because a scam is someone tricking you, right? A scammer is a trickster. The trickster energy has set in there. The trickster energy has definitely set in. Um, but no, this is a transformation that has taken place. I don't want to say slowly. It wasn't quick, but it wasn't fast either. Um, so spiritual work being done by higher ups to keep it degenerate, no. But the trickster energy, the energy of confusion, the energy of lies, deception, all of that has definitely set in. Okay, and this is a lot of people, when we talk about Atlanta, right? People talk about it, but then they don't talk about it. The same way that people don't really, if you are energetically sensitive, you can feel something on the horizon. You can feel some type of outburst or change or something shocking on the horizon. If you are energetically sensitive, you can feel it. The same way a lot of people don't want to talk about all of the trigger points, all the energetic trigger points in the United States right now that has the potential to bring about war. Okay, I've talked about this before. Okay, Uranus going into Gemini for the United States. Okay, and it's almost that time, right? If you are sensitive to energy, you feel it feels weird. That weird feeling is very prominent. Okay, there are a lot of people who just ignore it. Okay, a lot of people who just ignore it. But this is major because this is here. This is judgment. This is almost the last of the major arcana cards, right? If not the last. So this and this card right here is judgment. The judgment happens, okay? This is right before a change has to happen. Okay, before something is torn down and before the newness. But is the spiritual work being done by higher ups to keep it degenerate? No. But the energetic trickster energy is very much there. Now, I want to say this is very interesting here that this two of cups is right here. A lot of the trickster energy in the Atlanta, it is focused on the interpersonal relationships between people. This energy has set in to destabilize the humans, the people. Okay. Especially as it pertains to partnerships. Okay. And partnerships doesn't just mean romantic, friendships, it also means business partnerships. So, like I said, if you're sensitive to energy, you will feel that. You feel that, cue Phil Collins. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Yeah. If you're energetically sensitive, you can feel the weirdness in the air. But the trickster energy has set in. Okay. It's supposed to be a catalyst. But again, there's too many people who like the debauchery, who like what's going on, who are getting in where they fit in, right? Part of that, hustle culture and things like that. And they're okay with it. Okay. So, yeah, it's really divorce papers. Okay. Donna has the questions tonight. Donna has the questions tonight. Okay, so Donna's next question is, what is up with all the fake flexing going on by some people down there? I mean, I can tell you already. Part of it is, and I don't even need cards for that. Part of that is the prevalence of um celebrity culture, sports culture, and music industry. Okay, Hollywood coming in did not make this better. Hollywood came in to find a cheaper place to film these movies at. They ain't making no better. But Hollywood is what? Hollywood is degenerate itself. So Hollywood is degenerate itself. So listen, we like the LA area, cough cough, Orange County. But like I told you all, remember when I talked about the difference between Las Vegas and Hollywood? That video from last year, like October last year. The energetics are different. The difference is Vegas tells you up front what it is. Vegas tells you up front what it is. You are going to Vegas for the shows, the gambling, you can get your pharmaceuticals, um, for legal prostitution. You are going to Vegas for all of these reasons, to spend money, to have a wild good time, and then leave. Hollywood is a little bit different because it is intermixed into the city of Los Angeles with people still living around there. Everybody in LA is not about the type of culture, but Hollywood's energy, it's subtle, it flies underneath the radar. Okay. And we know the debauchery that goes on in Hollywood that they try to hide. It's out there on Front Street in Vegas. You can walk down the street in Vegas and see a pimp and a whore. Okay. That's the difference. So the flexing game, like I said, I don't even need tarot cards for that one. When Hollywood came in, all these people out here pretending that they got this same movie star money, baby, no, no. And we see some of that as evidenced the Shirley Strawberry and Nesto tapes and conversations. Okay. He got all this money. He doing all these things. He out here false flagging like he friends with all these different people. Baby, ain't nobody gave you $250 for a lawyer. Ain't nobody pay no bond. Okay. But let's see what spirit got to say about it. Let's see what spirit got to say about it. These be the same people out here wearing such and such designer shirt, and then they ain't got no money. They will complain about such and such, So it's fake money. The fake flexing. The fake flexing. Yep. They don't want people to know that they probably don't get it, which is fine. Listen, everyone is not a celebrity. It is okay to live a normal life and go cut your coupons and go to the grocery store with your coupons. Listen, I shop on eBay because why pay full price if I don't have to, right? But these are the people who are driving around with such and such car and then can't, we saw it, right? Wasn't it Kitten Heels? Didn't Kitten Heels was renting a room? Kitten Heels, didn't he live in the Atlanta area? Kitten Heels, okay, was renting a room, okay, and did not get the oil leak on his BMW fixed. But want to talk shit about other people. The energy there, it's they want to pretend. They want to pretend. Okay? The fake flexing, they want to pretend and they want to be able to point the finger at other people. Okay? This is what this is. It's supposed to be kind of going with the I'm better than you energy. They want to be able to point the finger at other people. This is what this is. These are the people who want to be better than others. Okay. And with the scam industry, with the Hollywood industry, and we see it how it plays out into culture, right? But this is what this is. The fake flexing, they want to point at other people and say, I'm better than you. Yeah. A lot of chameleon, a lot of trickster. The trickster energy has set in. The spirit of confusion has set into Atlanta. This is what it is. This is what this is. This is what this is. So it's sad, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, Donna's next question. Donna came through with the questions. Donna was here. Donna was prepared. Okay, let me take a sip of water really quick because I need some water. Okay, Donna was prepared with the question. Donna's next question is, will Atlanta be able to sustain the immigration? Oh, child, that's another story. That's another story. Let's see what Spirit got to say about it. This is definitely a major issue for Atlanta. No, Atlanta will not be able to sustain. Atlanta will not be able to sustain. The thing about it is, see, a lot of the energetics of Atlanta, especially if you live there, a lot of people pretend that things are fine. And I know that's everywhere, but people like to pretend that there is not an issue, that there is not a problem. They ignore the problems, right? Again, that's everywhere. But like I said, the energetics of Atlanta is different. It's so different because when you have all these people out here faking, if they are faking the funk, if they are here want to fake the funk and want to fake flex, then where's the problem? Okay. Then what's the problem? Because if they fake flexing like they got it and they want to pretend like they have it, then they have the thing, the resources, then there's not a problem. Okay. And that's part of the problem. Too much hiding, too much not speaking up for what's right and for what's wrong. And the faking the funk energy does not help things to change because you're going along with the culture of something. It is okay to say that there is a problem, there's an issue, we need to fix these issues. And too many people are just weak. Too many people are just weak. Diaper Poker says scammers don't pay taxes. That means no money for the city. But they going around, it means no money for the city, but they're spending the money in other ways. When they go to these restaurants, okay, when such and such football game or whatever comes into town and plays at Mercedes-Benz, okay, because they going to the Falcons games. They're going to the Falcons games, right? Spending that money. The city directly may not, but baby, people are spending money in Atlanta. The businesses, because all of them want to act like they eat at Fogo every night. The businesses, they are spending money in Atlanta, right? And yes, scammers don't pay taxes, but even if they are in Lenox and not buying anything in Lenox, they might go to the orange juice place or whatever and get something. Money is being spent in Atlanta. Okay. But a lot of these people who are out here faking and pretending, they're going along with it because they don't want to seem like they don't have. Okay, remember, part of that culture that wants to point the finger at you and seem like they're better than you, right? So the issues aren't being discussed because everybody is faking and playing along with it and not saying that something is wrong. Okay. Will Atlanta be able to sustain all of this? No. In the long run, no. In the long run, no. And it's kind of not sustaining right now. But again, everybody is pretending that everything is okay. Like, because and a lot of things, remember, Atlanta had flipped Okay, the state of Georgia is red. Atlanta is blue, right? Because when we're talking about certain segments of the population, as best as I can say it, okay, that everything is good and fine because the movie industry is here. Um, blase, blase, blase. Part of that being blue is not talking about the elephants in the room, which is the United States as a whole, okay, issues with immigrants, okay? Issues with immigrants. Notice how that ramped up earlier this year, okay? The conversations about that, Texas doing what they were doing, people to New York, people to Chicago, and like that. Notice that's not really like a conversation anymore, okay? Atlanta is blue. They don't want to talk about the things because they don't want to hurt people's feelings. They would rather keep doing bullshit to not hurt someone else's feelings than try and solve problems. Hey, Luana, good evening. Yes, this is going to stay up. So, but will Atlanta be able to stay in the long run? No. Mm-mm. They listen. mm, I'm trying not to be hyped up. Okay, so let me just turn up the brightness on my screen so I can see. Okay, Donna's next question. Okay, Donna's next question is: will the mass migration into Atlanta help the culture or make it worse? Let's see what Spirit got to say about it. Let's see what Spirit got to say about it. Ooh, I'm starting to get a headache. Y'all know how it is when I'm eating deep. I start getting a headache. I have a little headache though. So let me take another sip of water. Okay. Hmm. It's right now. People are seeing it as a good thing. That they're seeing the mass movement to Atlanta as Atlanta is on the map, as Atlanta is the place to be, as Atlanta is the place where you can make it, right? There's a love, the South has risen. But baby, mm-mm, it's going to eventually slow things down. It's going to eventually slow things down. Okay? It's going to eventually slow things down. And this right here, this is the Emperor card. Y'all know this is Mars. The Emperor card, y'all know this Mars. I know Donna has her thoughts and feelings about the planet Mars, but this is Mars right here. And this is taking action and defending. Will it help the culture or make it worse? Baby, it's gonna make it worse. It's going to make it worse. Right now though, they see it as this is good. Atlanta's on the map, right? It's gonna make it worse. Mm-hmm. It is sad. Mm-hmm. Scam and corruption. Mm-hmm. Eight. The next question is from eight, and eight asks: is Atlanta going to get hit with any big natural disasters in the next 5 years? Kevin is sick of it. Kevin says Atlanta is too degenerate, even and especially spiritually. Listen, there's some foolishness going on. And part of the reason why we like living out here in California is because, and listen, I definitely understand why a lot of people were leaving California in mass. I definitely see those things. But Atlanta, as far as being a Black person in the Atlanta area, it became too much of fighting your own people. Everybody is in competition with everybody else as far as Black people are concerned in the Atlanta area. And it's weird. People are in secret competition with you in Atlanta, and you would never know. You wouldn't know until some bullshit happens, right? Until they try and throw you under the bus, until you're affected by it, right? So being Black here in Silicon Valley is actually very refreshing. We're not in competition with anyone. We weren't in competition with anyone in the Atlanta area, but there's People go to work here and then they go home. And we like that. We like that, right? We like that. We like living in an area where, everybody's minding their business. They go to work, they go home. Like we like it. We like it, right? In competition, we're not in competition, we just at the grocery store, right? So the energy in Atlanta, and it's so much slower, especially here in Silicon Valley. It's slower and it's nicer. Yeah. But anyway, is Atlanta gonna get hit with any big natural disasters? Okay. Um, there's a possibility of some flooding and or mixing. So when I'm seeing this mixing, I'm seeing like um hurricane hitting or the tornadoes. So flooding and or tornado or hurricane. Hmm. Yeah, too much pocket watching. No, Kevin is right though. Atlanta was the black Mecca, right? That used to have meaning. It used to mean all of these schools here in Atlanta. The AUC was a driving force, right? You have four historically black colleges and universities, whether you like HBCUs or not, was there, right? The power of the AUC. It was a black Mecca. It meant education, it meant establishing a business, and it meant um, living a comfortable life where you didn't have to struggle. It did not mean scam. It didn't mean scam. It didn't mean movie industry. Okay. It meant a safe haven for Black people to come and live their life in relative peace and comfort. Okay. Black business people, these established, that's what it meant. That's what it meant. Now Atlanta is synonymous with scam. Black Mecca used to mean something. Now it's scam, bussy, and HIV. And now all of this political foolishness go. That's what it means now, right? But answering your question, floods, tornadoes, and or hurricanes is possible in the next 5 years. Okay, the next question is from Sleepy B, and Sleepy B asks, do the citizens care about the spiritual and cultural decline? And I just want to point out Kevin's comment down here. Kevin says, from the black Mecca to the black messiness. Yeah. Mhm. And listen, every place has their pros and cons. But if you know what Atlanta was even 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, 5 to 10 years ago, mhm, it 5 to 10 years ago, it wasn't what it is now. It was still, yeah, you had implants, transplants coming in, but this foolishness now, this wasn't necessarily like that 5 to 10 years ago. But yeah, Kevin is right. All right. Do the citizens care about spiritual cultural decline? Mm, okay. What is this right here? Yeah. Like I said, I had been in Atlanta since I was 18. This year I turned 41. We moved last year and I was 40. So I have been in Atlanta for a long time. So I have seen a lot. Seen a lot. Do the citizens care? I'm not gonna say, listen, there are some people who, people have moved away, and some of the people who are still there, they're not really fighting. But energetically, part of this is it's a spiritual thing. And I don't want to say that it kind of needs to happen, but sometimes things happen to bring you to a point to make a decision, right? A lot of this is going on. It's spiritual. It's not higher up spiritual, but a lot of this is going on. I feel like this is pulled into what's going on. I think it's a bigger symptom of it's connected to what's happening in this country. This is spiritual. Spiritual as in you have to make a decision about what your future is going to be. So with the people who are left there, they're not fighting hard enough, but this is bigger. This is bigger. This is tied to like I said, what's going on um in the country. Same thing with Florida. Florida has been a meme. The entire state of Florida has been a meme just overall for a while. But it's a microcosm, but it reaches back to what's going on in this country. There are so many things going on in this country that have to change, that need to change. And sometimes, it is the foolishness before the change. Okay, sometimes it is the foolishness before the change. And this is those things that need to happen, things that need to happen before these are like catalysts. These are energetic catalysts, okay? Before things have to change. But right now, do people care about it? No. Because again, there's a way to make money. There's a way to make money off of almost anything. And we all know that fuck shit and debauchery, people like fuck shit and debauchery, especially when they can make money off of it. Okay? It just is what it is. Do they really care? Not really. The ones who are still there, they're not really fighting the way that they should, but this is a bigger overall symptom. Atlanta, Florida, all these different things happening around the country. All of these things are pressure points and pinpoints for whatever the United States has to change into in the future. So, mm-hmm. Hey girl. Um, Donna asks why Donna asking all the questions. Y'all better get y'all some questions in. But Donna is asking all of the questions. Okay. So let me see. Okay. Donna asks, why are there so many spiritual cults popping up out of Atlanta, Georgia? Oh, I know the answer to that. I can answer that for you, but let's see what Spirit has to say. 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 So many spiritual cults. And are there spiritual cults popping up in Atlanta? Listen, I was never part of that scene. Okay. Spiritual cults popping up because these are people who are going to take advantage of people's for those people who are downtrodden, for those people who are lost, for those people who are wayward, for those people who feel like they don't have anything else. Spiritual cults they're popping up to take advantage of people who are downtrodden. Who are downtrodden. I think I know where Kevin lives. So Kevin, I think, is close enough to Atlanta, but far enough away where he's a little bit safer. I think I know where Kevin lives. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to say it out there because I don't want to put any of Kevin's business out there. But this is why these people, okay, it's more of that degenerate energy. It's taking advantage of people who are lost. It's taking advantage of people who are lost. Okay, it's taking it. If you are sitting in the rain like this, you are at a loss. You may be at a loss for money. Your foundations may have been shaken. You're at a loss. These people are coming in and they are taking advantage of these people. Same with the scammers. Same with the scammers. And as they're taking advantage of these people, they are, what they do, they offer you a source of strength, right? But we all know that these are not good spiritual people, because a cult is just there um to take over, to have a hold on you, to have a hold on you. And anyone who is a true spiritual worker, a true Christian, a true Muslim, a true whatever it is, you're not doing this bullshit. You are not here to take advantage of people. Okay? You're not. So that's why these people, these spiritual cults, these people have recognized that there are a lot of people who are in need of upliftment, of support, of this, that, and the third. But what they're doing is they're taking advantage of it. They're taking advantage of it by being a fake source of strength. So that's that question. Okay. Donna has another question. Donna has all the questions. Donna has all the questions. And yes, Kevin is dragging Atlanta. Kevin is dragging Atlanta by its by toenails. Kevin is dragging, but Kevin is right though. If you are not a degenerate, you clearly see what's going on and clearly see that there is a problem. People who haven't, who aren't seeing that there's a problem, you just might be a degenerate. You either blind or you just might be a degenerate. Donna asks, why don't the spirit workers in Atlanta who don't like the situation work together to better the city? Baby, we tired. We tired. We tired. We tired. We can't fight everybody. We tired. We tired, boo. We tired. Yeah. It's time for us to rest. Because here's the thing, and I'm saying this very generally, half of y'all don't listen to us no way. Half of y'all don't listen to us no way. And here's a quick example of that. My niece, okay, who lives in Chicago. She would call me. She wants to talk. Can you help? I need to talk. I need to talk about something. I don't know what to do. I'm dealing with these people. I don't know what to do. I told her at least 2 to 3 years ago, I told her, you have to leave Chicago. If you are a person who you're trying to make a better life for yourself and for your children, you need to leave Chicago, or else you're going to keep getting sucked back into all the other foolishness going on. I told her what to do. Did she leave? No. Why? Because she's scared of hurting everybody else's feelings, scared of separating herself, even if that means bettering her children, scared of that, okay, at the cost of these other people. I told her what to do. Did she listen to me? No. She don't call me no more. She doesn't call me anymore because she already know. I told you what to do. I told you what to do. Baby, we tired. We're tired. Okay? We tired. If you like it, I love it. But don't ask no more. We already gave y'all the answer. Okay? We already gave people the answer. These people don't listen to us anyway. They want to be coddled. Spiritual workers are not here to coddle you. We are here to empower you so you can make the changes in your life. But if you don't want to leave certain situations and the degeneracy behind, we can't make that for you. We can't make the decision for you. So baby, why? But baby, it's time. It's time for us to get some damn rest. That's why. That's why. That's why. It's gonna be a few people that listen to us. Those are the people that we fuck with. Just saying it as plainly, as harshly, as bluntly as it is. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. We tired, and we're not going to take on this mental burden for people that don't want to change. Okay, we have this Four of Cups right here. We have this Four of Cups right here. Worried about all these damn cups right here, but this is the thing that you need to do. Not stay here with boo boo the fool and scam energy and this, that, and the third. You need to change. Okay. You can only change when you let something go. Change comes. One thing has to end for something new to begin. The transition. Change is hard. A lot of people don't want to do that. So we're not going to fight you. We are not going to fight you. We're going to let you do what you do. But baby, we tired. We tired. Kevin says, time to center oneself from the food. Yeah, we tired. We're tired. Okay. We tired. So it's not for us to just take. Spiritual workers are not here to necessarily like take over. Okay. People still have choices and things like that. What they choose for themselves is what they choose for themselves. We're not here to force them. Okay. But whatever decision that they make, they are bound to the repercussions of those decisions. Okay. Baby, we tired. We tired. we tired. Like I said, half of the people don't listen. They don't listen to us anyway. They don't listen to us anyway. So, mhm. So yeah. Okay. So Donna's next question is, why do the majority of Black women in Atlanta, of course not all, but a high degree, morph into the same person when in Atlanta? Okay. I mean, I can tell you the answer to that, but we're gonna hear what Spirit got to say. Donna's here. She asking Spirit. So let's see what Spirit got to say. Yeah, Kevin says, nope, time to mind your business. Yeah, we're not here to make these changes for you all. We'd be fighting energetically anyway, because half these people don't want to change. And that is the problem. Half these people don't want to change, and half these people don't want to be accountable. So that's okay. We just going on to where we going. Like I said, most of y'all don't listen to us anyway. So I mean, I was gonna put out, like make some little videos like I told you so, but I'm not making the I told you so videos. I'm not gonna do that. I just sit and I just look. Those of us who know been telling y'all about a lot of stuff for a long time. But again, a lot of people don't listen. So let's see what Spirit got to say. Let's see what Spirit got to say. Yeah, this is deep. This is deep. Listen, a lot, not all, because this devil card came out. A lot, not all, have they are afraid of um and Lord, my friends and stuff, they are texting me and I can't make it not because I'm on the Wi-Fi. A lot of them, they're scared to be themselves. They're scared to be themselves, whoever that is, right? They don't want to walk away. What does that mean? Because of a lot of things culturally going on, okay, in the Atlanta area, okay, they would rather be part of the group instead of walk away. Part of the culture there is still, to be seen. You got to like this, that, and the third. Um, but there is a problem with a lot of people in the Atlanta area, and I'm not just talking about women, but there's a problem with being seen for who they are. It's easier, okay, to costume yourself and not be who you are because the costume is part of the culture in the Atlanta area. Okay? The costume is part of the culture in the Atlanta area. The costuming, okay, for a lot of Black women in the Atlanta area, not only is it part of the culture, these are a lot are still costuming in hopes of choosing a mate and having a family. Okay? That's what that is. That's what that is. Okay. And I'm really being brought to um the physical, right? Because in the Atlanta area, for the most part, when we are looking at, and it's not everyone, but the costume is looking the same, looking like quote unquote the video model. Q, you're just saying that. Q, listen, listen. I'm telling you, it's it's wanted to be, and then a lot of them also they're insecure with themselves. There's some insecurity there. There's some insecurity, and many of them are afraid to be who they are. So you know, um, it is what it is. Um, it is what it is. So it is what it is. So um, yeah, that was Donna's question. Greer Jones says no more hot Atlanta. Yeah. Okay, so Isis asks, oh my goodness. Isis asks, will Atlanta ever return to its former energy? Let's find out. Hey, sexy Arian. I hope you had a good nap. I hope that nap was good, girl. So yeah, huh. There's hope. There's hope, but the change is only going to come once people acknowledge that there is a problem. Okay, so going back to part of the conversation earlier, there has to you have to acknowledge the problem first before things can change. But spiritually, right now, a lot of things that are happening in Atlanta and in other major cities. Okay, and San Francisco is one of them because I got beef with San Francisco, um, for various reasons. Um, you can't make change until you acknowledge that there is a problem. There is hope, but right now I don't see it. Right now, I don't see it. But again, a lot of this is part of what's going on just across the country. Like I said, if you can feel the energy, you feel the weirdness in the air, the sparks are in the air, it's prickly, then you know what I'm talking about. So there is hope, but it's a lot of non-action happening, and it's a lot of debauchery still going on, and people have yet to say that there's a problem, to acknowledge that there is a problem. So, because again, people are making money off of the debauchery. So, okay, so Isis asks her next question, which is, will Atlanta ever return to its former energy? Let's see. Donna is not from Atlanta. Donna is from Canada. She is our international sister around here. Hmm. Hmm. Will it have to be destroyed to come together again? It has to be, I don't want to say destroyed, but upended. It needs to be turned on its head. It needs to be turned on its head. The problem is there are a lot of people that don't want to do the work. The problem is that there are a lot of people that do not want to do the work. There's also a lot of people that are hiding behind structure, blaming everything on it's the government. They won't let me do it. I don't know what to do. They have my hands tied. There are a lot of people that don't want to do the work. A lot of people don't that don't want to do the work. So Will it have to be destroyed to come together again? No, but it does have to be turned on its head. It does have to be turned on its head. Mhm. Okay, Donna, I'm not even going there with you right now. Okay, I'm gonna get to this question. Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I agree. Kevin is on it. Kevin is on it. Let me get a sip of water. Mm, so sorry, I accidentally knocked the computer. Um, Donna's next question, and it's one cat says conditioned thinking. Yeah, absolutely. Donna asks, why do the men there, let me put in not all, lie about DL activities, even though it's a DL, even though it's a safe haven for that. Let's figure it out. Let's see what spirit got to say about it. They lie about it because they're trying to juggle two realities. That's why. They may like it, but they are juggling two realities. They're walking between two worlds. Um, and they don't want to feel like they have to choose. They don't want to feel like they have to choose. Kevin is going in. Okay. And it's easier for them to to move like that, to walk in between the worlds, not having to choose. Hmm. And whatever home life stability that they have with their families or with their children, they don't want to disrupt that. So there's your answer. For some, okay, diaper poker says that by man is better than no man at all. Yeah, for some it is. Okay, Isis Smith, next question. Do any of these DL men genuinely love their wives and families? That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. Let me plug my laptop in really quickly as we are burning through. Okay, laptop is plugged in. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Kevin is going in. Kevin is having the conversations. And Kevin, we may have to have that conversation on my other channel. I saw your post on YouTube today, Kevin. You know, I replied to your post. We may have to have that conversation on my Q's Room channel because we need to have a conversation. Not me and you, but you know, just overall. I know where you are mentally on some things. So we may have to have that conversation on my Q's Room channel. But you are definitely right about that. I was just talking to Mr. Hoodoo about that earlier today, and he's just like, he just can't believe that we have the same two people, you know, the prime front runners for office of the president of the United States, the same two people. So the conversation definitely needs to be had. Yeah, I hear you, and it's something that a lot of people just aren't saying, and I'm tired of it. Like I'm tired of people sweeping shit under the fucking rug. It's annoying. But yeah. Mm, okay. So I just asked, do any of these DL men genuinely love their wives and families? Um, this isn't about love. This is about financial stability. So, I don't know how much that answers your question, but this is about financial stability. This is about financial stability. and the possibility of not being able to hack it alone in life with they don't want to be without coin. And for some of them it's easier to do what they do and still be married with their children and families because the money flow is better. So um that does answer your question. And yeah, it's fucked up. So it's fucked up. Yeah, Kevin, the exact same people, yeah. Yeah, I definitely have to do my astro chart reading on Joe Biden just so people can understand spiritually and esoterically who these two people are. I did the Trump one already. If you haven't seen my Trump astro chart reading, please go back and watch it because it's very interesting. Um, I will be finishing the Biden one, and that's going to be a premiere pre-record for you all. So I want people to understand. I'm trying to coalesce these topics into my offerings on this channel because I think a lot of things, yeah, we have fun and we kiki with the spirituality over here, but I want people to know that these are tools that you can use for in-depth investigation, even into people. So, yeah. Donna asks, why is the whore and prostitution culture so ripe in Atlanta and heavily promoted to the young women and men there? I already know the answer to the question myself. Let's see what Spirit has to say about it. Like I said before, when certain things are okay, this is about money. Okay? Doing some of anything for money, that's being degenerate. Degenerate culture makes money. Okay? Fast money for some people is better than um slowly making money. Okay. The life of crime. Okay. The criminality. This is what this is. This is what this is. This is, it's part of the degeneracy. It's part of the, it's the degeneracy and it's part of, yeah, it makes money. It makes money. Yeah. It makes money. And for a lot of people, they feel like this is the way that they can move forward. Okay. It is, remember, I don't know if we all remember, what was it, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago? I can't remember when it was. But remember when people were out there like hoes are winning? Remember when it was said that hoes are winning? Who remembers that? I remember that. I can't remember when it was, but it was in the past 5 years. They said hoes are winning. And winning, remember, we're talking about Atlanta. We're talking about people wanting to be more, people wanting to be seen like they have more. Remember, this was energetics of pointing the finger at you so I can be better than you. Okay. Um, it's so right there because it makes money. This is a way for people to get what they want. Their ship has finally came. It may not be the ship that they wanted to, but baby, now they have a way to make money without working hard or and I'm not saying you have to go to college. There are trade schools, there are, other disciplines, okay, that one can work in and make money. But to be a hoe, okay, and I'm talking about the men and the women. I know Donna asked about the women, but the men and the women, okay, to be a hoe, that's quick money. Sexy RN says people still said, yeah, it's disgusting. But this the breaking point will come as it pertains to the profession of this type of whoredom. There is a difference between, like in some countries around the world, prostitution is acceptable because it's quote unquote the oldest profession. But it's not like, hey, be a hoe and the hoes are winning, right? It's usually the last leg, the last thing for you to do to make money. Specifically, talking about women, talking about countries around the world. But, you know, when people are out here saying hoes are winning, okay, listen to that. Hoes are winning. Understand the energetics of that statement. So this is why, because it pays. Hey, dream girl, it pays. It pays. But that's why. That's exactly why. Okay. So Donna has, and I'm gonna go into 6 o'clock, so we got 10 more minutes. So I'm gonna try to get through a few more questions. Please don't submit any more questions. And I am so sorry if I did not get to your question, but we're at an hour and a half right now. I'm going to go into 6 o'clock because I do have some other things that I have to do. So y'all got me for 10 more minutes. So, but these have been good questions. Donna asks, what is the energetics behind the human trafficking? Hey, Miss Buckeye, you say, good evening, Q mods chat. Just woke too. Getting ready for work and listening. Really mad. Okay, really bad storm in New York City. I have to head out in that mess. Okay, well, please be careful, Miss Buckeye 99. Going out into the storm in New York City. Please be careful. Please be safe. And I hope that you make it to your destination and back home safe and sound. Okay. That's what we want for our sis, Miss Buckeye 99. Okay. So the energetics behind the human trafficking. This is human trafficking is about resources. Okay. We can see this card here, right? We don't know if someone is taking out of the rice bowl. We don't know if someone is pouring into the rice bowl. This is the ebb and flow of economics. Okay. This is the ebb and flow of economics. Human trafficking has always been a thing. See, and I'm about to get deep with it. This is a pentacle. This is something that has a foundation. Human trafficking has been a thing on this planet. Okay, for millennia, okay? Human slaves, human trafficking, forcing people into work, into positions where whether it's forcing them into prostitution, slave labor, whatever. This is human trafficking, unfortunately, is part of the human story here on this planet. Okay. So this isn't an Atlanta problem. This is a humankind problem. This is a human problem because the commodity that lasts for so long is how many billion people on this planet? What are we at? 7 billion? Are we at 8 billion yet? That is commodity, baby. That is commodity. Okay. It's terrible to say, but it is what it is. This isn't an Atlanta problem. This is a humankind problem. Seeing humans as disposable, okay? Seeing humans as a means to an end, okay? And the problem is that because there are so many humans, and this has been part of humankind for millennia, it's not going to go away. Okay, whether it's and the human trafficking and the abuse of humans, it comes in so many different forms. Okay, the sweatshops where it only costs 50 cents to make to make a widget, but then you sell the widget for $100. We see this, okay? And it has evolved into different forms. Okay. People don't want to talk about it, but for example, um, having your workforce in an up and coming country or a third world country, right? That's commodity, that's humans, okay? Making the things, doing the things, mining for the things, building the things, paying them less, and you make money off of that, okay? This is a human problem, okay? Prostitution, okay? The body part used in the prostitution, you don't have to fix it. You don't have to replace, like the windows, you don't have to replace the tires. Um eh, y'all see what I'm saying? This is a human problem. But the energetics behind human trafficking in Atlanta and in the world, this is money. It's money and it's foundational in human society. So, foundational in human society. So, it's sad, it's fucked up, but it is what it is. It's foundational in human society. You know, humans. Who built the Great Wall of China? I'm not claiming that it was slave labor, but humans. Okay, humans build things. We live for 60, 70, 80 years. You can train them on different tasks. You make sure. This is why there are a lot of people who are just like, oh my goodness, the generation today aren't having any children because humans are the workers for these corporations and things like that. This is a human problem. This is why they scared of people they don't have people to replace the workforce. Humans are things, we are a means to an end, even for other humans. This is how we are seen. Hey Mel, I miss you, boo. Where you been? But this is what humans are. So this isn't an Atlanta thing. It's not. I know we're talking about Atlanta, but and it has to be said spiritually, physically, here on earth and the other realms, it has to be said. This is a human problem. This is a human problem, and a lot of humans do not care about human life. A lot of humans don't see any value to human life. Okay? All right. One last question, and then we're going to end. So let me see. Let me see what's here. Oh, Kevin said, I've been hearing about the judgment comes to Atlanta. Yeah. So let me see. Okay. I'm not seeing any more questions. So that's cool. We can end on this happy note, right? I got 4 minutes. But yeah. There's a lot going on in the Atlanta area. There is a lot going on in the Atlanta area, and baby, it's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world. And we as humans, those of us who are still alive, we need to be prepared for the changes, whatever the changes are going to be. But if you are someone who feels like you need to have a voice your opinion, or do some work or something about, do what you have to do. But changes are coming. Changes are coming. Kevin, you said you have some questions. I will take one of your questions, Kevin. And then Kevin's question is going to be the last one. Let me see, because I'm going back through. Okay. I see Kevin's question here. Kevin, I'm gonna do this question, and then we're gonna be out of here. You said you think I missed them. I didn't see like a crystal ball or anything by them. So if I missed them, Kevin, I'm sorry. But I was going through the questions that had a purple heart or crystal ball by them. So Mel said there's a manhunt in Clayton County right now. Listen. And trust me, Kevin, I was not purposely going over your questions. Like I said, if it didn't have a purple heart or crystal ball by, I kind of went by. But we're gonna answer Kevin's question. We're gonna go out on Kevin's question right here. Okay, Kevin asks, when are the people of Atlanta Going to stop being bougie ghetto Hollywood. Oh, okay. Use the manifesting. Okay, Kevin. Yeah, it's all good, boo. It's all good, boo. We gonna answer this question of yours, and then we gonna get out of here. I think this is a good question to end out on. This is a good question to end out on. So Kevin asks, "We are the people of Atlanta going to stop being bougie ghetto Hollywood folks?" Let me just take a sip of water. Okay. Oh, Kevin. Kevin funny. Kevin funny. But I always enjoy commentary and comments and discussion with Kevin because Kevin is here for the intellectual conversations. Kevin is here for the conversations that matter. Kevin is not here for degeneracy and or bullshit. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I fucks with Kevin. So, I love all y'all, but Kevin, I know an intellectual mind when I see one. So, oh baby. Oh baby. Ooh. Um, Kevin, honey. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know how to explain this. So the problem is overall is that there's too much groupthink in Atlanta. There's too much groupthink. The people are going to stop being bougie ghetto Hollywood folks. It has to start with one person. It has to start with one person. One, it's like, like how there's a bad guy in a movie and everybody's standing around looking at the bad guy. When it's 20 of y'all and y'all could beat his ass, but all y'all just standing there, right? It's when one person and then another person and then two and three people say, hey, we're going to do something different. We're going to stand up. And then they beat the bad guy's ass, right? Um, that's what it's going to have to take. A lot of people aren't on that path of individuality in Atlanta. Okay? They're not on the path of Kevin, don't do that. He said, well, so basically never got it. They're not on the path of individuality. They are scared to be themselves, whatever it is. Okay, because everyone wants to be, let me not say everyone. The culture of Atlanta, especially as it pertains to Black people in Atlanta, is I'm a movie star, I'm a video vixen, I'm a gangster rapper, I am a pimp, I am, it's all these things that kind of mesh into one. These people are not individuals. They have to start on the individual path first, okay? Before the change. So when one person changes and then another person sees like, oh, it's okay to be myself, to do what I do, and then that chain reaction happens. Okay. So that's what it's gonna take. But for right now, energetically, there's a hive mind going on. Okay, a hive mind going on, and for them, it's tied to the hive mind that's going on, it's kind of tied to them. See, we talk about emotions and we talk about intellect, right? It's like the yin and yang. But for a lot of people in Atlanta, they are doing things emotionally because to be part of the group, it is a thing in human nature, right? To be part of the group. No one wants to be out there on the outside, right? So they don't even they're not at the point yet because no one is doing the inner work. And let me not say no one. There are a lot of people who are not doing the inner work needed to understand that sometimes you have to break away, okay? Be who you are, right? That I have friends in Atlanta, friends and associates in Atlanta right now that are still asking, when am I moving back to Atlanta? They are still asking me to this day. And it's been almost a year since I've been here. When am I moving back to Atlanta? When am I moving back to the East Coast? Because for them, they cannot fathom stepping outside of their comfort zone. Okay. I'm from Chicago. I've lived in Chicago. I've lived in Georgia. Now I'm living in California. Okay. It's okay to spread out and do something different, but a lot of it is hive mind, groupthink, fear of being who they are, fear of being individuals, and fear of being different from the group. Okay. So Kevin says never. He asks when. I can't tell you when, Kevin, but it's gonna be like that for right now. Sexy RN is laughing and saying too many New Yorkers settled in Atlanta. There's a lot of people from the north that came to Atlanta. Okay, New Yorkers, Chicago people. There were some people that came out from California too, because remember, a lot of moving to the south was the cheaper homes and stuff like that. But baby, now that everybody is out in Atlanta, it's skyrocketing, right? It's skyrocketing. It was so easy for me to get an apartment here in Silicon Valley. They were throwing apartments at us. You want to come back? You want to come back? You want to come back? Or do you want to rent now? Do you want to rent now? In the Atlanta area, you can't even make an appointment to go see an apartment in the Atlanta area. You can't. They're gonna be like, well, we don't care. And that's the energetics because they know that there are so many people who are grasping, right? They throw apartments out you here in Silicon Valley. We saw our apartment, we liked it. It's like, okay, here's the application. You'll find out in like 2-3 days. Like it wasn't even a whole thing. So the energetics of places, the things going on in the Atlanta area, it's foolishness. It's foolery. It's foolishness. I'm sorry, Kevin, but the group think, the standing up for yourself for what's right, the group think, the debauchery, all of these things we see it. Yeah, it's gonna be a long, long, long time. But this is heavy energetics. It's heavy energetics. Muffin 218 says, not as long as they want it to be like Hollywood. Yeah. Mel says a lot of them are self-owned business persons, but not an LLC inside. Baby, the PPP loan fraud. People were telling me to get a PPP loan. I was like, for what? I don't have any employees. I'm not dying. Like, we're fine. I ain't getting no PPP loan. I ain't messing with the government's money like that. You got to be crazy. But we see it, and we see part of the scamming, and a lot of it is on Front Street right now, i.e., Nesto, Shirley Strawberry, Sonia, right? So, yeah. So, okay. Well, it is 6:06, and yeah, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. Kevin said, "I'll take Spirit World." Dimples Wimple said some bullshit. Yeah, yeah. So, not too many New Yorkers. Yeah, it's a bunch of people from up north there too. I have some friends who are from Miami who moved to Atlanta. So, I mean, I love Miami. I wish I can get to Miami. So, not Spirit's way of saying the 12th of never. I mean, the 34th of never member, right? So, yeah, they were trying to listen, I ain't talking about trying, they trying to get me locked up. I ain't get a PPP loan for what? For what? Aren't they going after these PPP loan people? Now, I didn't need a PPP loan. I was fine. Me and Babe, we were fine during the pandemic. So what do I need that for? And this is the problem. And this is what I'm saying. See, like the scam culture, I'm just like, I don't need that. So, but anywho, thank you everyone for being here. It was fun. It was fun. And I thank you for all your questions. Donna asking questions like she's moving to Atlanta next week. So haha, Donna. You can always count on Donna for the questions. But yeah, I thank you all for being here with me. I will be back, the rest of this week. And I gotta see what else we're gonna get into. But yeah, definitely look for. I'm gonna really, really try to get it done for you all tomorrow because these chart readings are just off the hook. They are so energetically draining. I'm gonna try to get that Biden one out because the CNN presidential debate between Trump and Biden is tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna watch it because I just want to see if this is gonna be a clusterfuck or not. So, but yeah, I love you all. Thank you all for being here. Shout out to the channel members, the Patreon patrons, everyone who supports me. I love you all. I'm gonna get out of here. And I'm gonna see you on other side. So yeah, don't forget to like the video if you have not. And share this if there is someone you know who trying to move to Atlanta or trying to figure out what the hell is going on in Atlanta. Send this to them so they can know. So so yeah. Let me get on out of here. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all around. Bye.